Welcome to the Regenerative Revolution. I'm Jacki Saorsail. In this video, I want to talk about what it means to be regenerative. So I have my own very specific ideas about this, and I'm sure not everyone else in the regenerative movement agrees with me. I think most of them at least somewhat agree with me, but I know that there's probably some disagreement. And, I really want to express what I really think, and y'all can disagree with me, and please come be on my podcast if you do. That's why I have this, so that we can discuss this, and I'm open to changing my mind, but you're going to have to come and get me. So here's my soapbox. What is regenerative? To me, regenerative is very different from sustainability. Sustainability is, for one thing, just trying to meet this tipping point of where things don't eventually fall apart. I mean, that's good, but I think we can do better than that. Regenerative is about improving things, like constantly improving them, right? Actually making our environment better, making our communities better, making our economy better. And I think we're in a position right now where that's what we need. And why not? Why try to do just good enough when we can do better? So there's that aspect of regenerative, but also to me, regenerative means constantly improving. That's why I call this podcast the Regenerative Revolution, because it's really about evolving our systems and our groups and how we do things to be getting better and better and better over time. That to me is the key thing. And to me, that is way more important than metrics or rules. And that's why in my systems, in my regenerative systems, that I design, we're designing from principle, and it's not about reaching specific metrics or goals. We set our own goals, but it's not predetermined. I'm not saying that there is this ideal regenerative way to do things. I think that's ridiculous. I think to be truly regenerative, we need to design holistically based on our specific context. Every context is different. What might work and be regenerative in one context may be a disaster in another. We really need to consider our context and design our systems so that they can adjust as more information is uncovered, as we do experiments, design, test, repeat. That is the process of being regenerative. To me, that is actually the most important piece of being regenerative. And so I've come up with my whole own system. I have a set of design principles. I have a certification that I've come up with. And I'm really trying to get people on board with this vision of how to create a regenerative future through these tools. But I want feedback on this. And I need more people to join with me and try to make some organizations based on these principles and using these tools so that we can test them. To me, this is all about experimentation. Let's experiment. Let's play. Let's try some things that have never been tried before. There's so many things that have never been tried before. We've never seen a cooperative that's implementing holacracy. If you know of one, please let me know, because I haven't seen it before. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And you might not know what a cooperative is, what holacracy is. Don't worry. I'm going to be making more videos and explaining all of these things. But I just want to try to get you in on just this concept, this idea that regenerative is beyond sustainability. Regenerative is about constant evolution and improvement. And in order to achieve that, we need to design our systems fundamentally using incorporation and governance structures that are democratic, that allow everyone to have a voice, and that are designed using things like agile development, Scrum, holacracy, that are really made so that we can utilize the power of people, the power of innovation, the power of cooperation, collaboration to drive our organizations to be as good as they can possibly be, and then better, and then better, and then better. So if you're on board with this, please join me. Follow this podcast. Subscribe, like it, and please join my Patreon. I recently lost the funding for my community gardens that was supporting me. And so I'm hoping that with my Patreon and this podcast, I can continue really focusing on this work to create these cooperatives and to continue doing regenerative farming and to educate people and to really build this movement. That's why I call it the Regenerative Revolution. And it isn't about me, it's about us. So if you believe in this, if you think that we can do it, please join me. Please give me feedback. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.